Don't shake that table.
We are not. That's what I'm saying. That the table's legs are going to be broken.
Okay.
We need to build.
Okay, so just let's leave it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on this season, the second season of the Unscripted. And we are grateful to have you here. And like we promised you in the previous sniper that we showed last week, that it's going to be an event. The second season is going to be an event. And part of it is what you're going to see today, because today we have with us Mr. Kola Oduekun. Is seasoned. In short, don't let me talk about him. He will talk about himself. By the time he started talking about the topic, you will know that he seasoned. Atato,
Oh my goodness.
Is inside of him. And with me, as usual, is
Oduekun, and I'm so excited to be on this episode.
okay. So, Mr. Kola, would you kindly tell us who you are yourself?
My name is Kola Oduekun. Simply.
Simply.
Yeah. I'm a businessman.
Okay. Businessman. So today we are going to be discussing the topic finance in times like this. Honestly, I really want to know how to have a steady financial life in times like this. Wherever you are, we know that recession is almost on all continents of the earth. There is no doubt about that. So it is eating deep into the fabrics of our society, and everybody in one way or the other is impacted by this wave of recession that we are experiencing. Now, as believers, how do we, stay afloat in this season that we will not be, drowned by issues of life based on our financial capability? So that's why we have you here. So we want to know with our audience and our viewers how we can be prudent with our finances in times like this.
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's not news any longer that the whole world is experiencing inflation, recession, everywhere is upside down, as we'll say. And as Christians, we can thrive even in this period or this season, I call it, because I believe in the faith, it's always pass, where we get to a place of plenty. So how do you manage your finance in times like this? I'll say firstly, have a budget. Father, most people don't have a budget. They spend they have this impulse spending. They see donuts, grab it. They see this, they grab it. But you need to apportion your salary, because the truth is things are getting expensive, but your income is not increasing.
Honestly.
So you need to really, really write everything down that will guide you, from going broke, so to say. So number one thing I'll say is have a budget. Because if you are earning millions, you have a budget, you'll be poor. If you have 10,000, you have a budget, you can still survive. So everything starts and ends with budget.
Wow. That's very good. I love that so much. Do you have something to say on that?
Okay, about having a budget. So in your budget, I know that in your budget, are you meant to add like a particular amount for unforeseen circumstances?
Yeah. When I say budget, I mean budget up to your basis, up to your airtime, because there are some things we spend on. Those little things, 1K here, 500 there, Those are the things. Once you pile them up, you find out that they are taking a huge chunk of your salary. So that's why you said, okay, my budget for a month for data is 2.5. Once I've exhausted, I have to look my phone till the next month. No, so it's going to guide you not going broke or having to beg or telling people we have to help you here because people too have,
Borrow.
yeah, people are even facing difficult challenges. People are finding it hard to eat nowadays. So you just need to, everything is to be budgeted.
Yes,
To best member, yeah, you need
Yeah,
to.
I support that so much. I think about a week or two ago, a friend of mine, very, very younger friend of mine, was he started a new relationship with a lady and was like, okay, you know me now, I'm a spendthrift. If my lady comes to me and say, I want to buy something for 500,000, and if that's what I have, I will just give it to her. And he was actually working towards something that would need a huge chunk of money. So he was in between satisfying the needs of his girlfriend and himself, and what is important for him is what he's actually looking up to do. And I told him, what I do is, you cannot spend money that you don't have. If you have a salary of 200,000, I take 100,000 into probably a fixed deposit or whatever, a 50,000 into another, then I'll be living on the 50,000 that is remaining after I remove my tithe and whatever. So the little miscellaneous that you have holding with you probably is 15,000, and somebody comes with an expenses of 20,000 or exactly that 15,000, you can give it to the person, then you'll be drinking Gary because the 250,000 you've already fixed it somewhere else. So the moment your money comes in and it has where they are going, and the moment it comes there, as it comes in, you just fix it up to where the money is going. You will not have money around to even lounge. Lounging, I mean to just be doing some unnecessary expenses without budgeting. So if you have budgeted for that money, you might not even be able to do some for that Christmas.
I think for that, I was having a conversation with my cousin yesterday, and she was telling me about her friends. They work in the same place and they earn the same money. That a friend has a girl that they are seeing each other in the same company and they earn the same money. But the guy is always giving the girl some amount of money, and I think the girl is always asking him money. I'm like, I did not working in the same place. I did not earn it. So why does he have to like show himself more by giving this girl money and you are still complaining?
You know, the thing is, let's not go into guy giving girls money because that's my, cause EU. The reason is because men should pamper women anyways. As in, you should pamper your respect spouse. We don't want you to say what the next thing I am.
Don't shake that table.
We are not. That's not saying that the table's legs are going to be broken into bills.
Okay, so just let's leave it.
We are going to that part. So now the next question is now, from all the aspire to Maguire to expire people, they will come and tell you cannot be living on salary, your salary is the money they pay for your whatever, something. Do you get? And as Christian and believer, it is, no, let me even use human being naturally. We are not all business oriented. Do you get? Now, how can a salary earner break even?
Okay. As you have said correctly, and not everyone, and I repeat, not everyone is wired to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The mistake we make, or this the aspire to aspire people tell you, the ultimate is owning your business. I agree with you. That's the ultimate. But what's the essence of having a business or starting a business and failing at it? It doesn't make sense. So how do you break even as an employee? Go back to budgeting. You have to budget everything, because if you don't, because what is budget? Simply put, I earn XYZ, I have to live on, I have this XYZ expenses. So I can now take out of what I earn to other people now satisfy my basic needs, or maybe other needs if it's needs are different. So you believe these things, just add, take away from your expenses, save, and that's all our budgeting. There's no any big deal about it. But the problem we have in this part of the world is that we are not realistic with our budgeting. If you earn 200,000, you want to save 150,000. In this time that fuel is 558 or 68,
How do you live on the minimum?
you cannot. So you have to really be realistic with your budgeting. If you're going to save 50,000, let it be consistent. Not that you say 150, you not say, I have to go back again. Then go and take 5,000 from it, 10,000 from it. Before you know it, you corner everything, and then you are back to ground zero. So as Christians or as human, we need to just know how to be disciplined. You say this is what you want to spend, please by all means stick to it, and I believe you break even.
Okay, my question is, like, in this season, like, everything is really
Expensive,
hard,
yes.
and part of me does not want you to answer this question. We go back to budgeting. So the question is paying tithes in this season. And for some people, you have to pay your tithes monthly. How can you, like, maybe, should I use the word encourage? I don't want to use the encourage, but how will you, let me eventually use it, how will you encourage someone that, okay, you should pay your tithes in this season, and the Bible says that you give from your heart, but part of you be like, I don't have money and I need to pay my tithes. If I pay my tithes, like, how will I survive, stuff like that.
Well, I'll say firstly, that is the what we're trying to put now is the tool of the devil to disabuse our minds or to send a wrong message. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, give unto God what is God. If you say the salary you have, you don't have to pay your tithes, know that they will deduct your tax from it. You don't have it, you don't have a say over that. So, and I believe it's not that 10%, because look at the mathematics. You have a whole 90% to play with. So giving God just only 10% is hard. Then I think that person is not truly a Christian. Because God asked for a tenth of your 100. You have 90% to play with. So I don't think it should be difficult. I understand why people, every kobo, every naira matters at this point because of the really increase in price of everything, but still give unto God what is God. It's not that 10% giving that will make you wealthy, or that will make you poor. So you have 90%, and it still goes back to budget the 90%. Budget the 90%, so that you don't have to be say let me borrow from the 10% and what have you. I pray may God help us also.
Amen. And I just want to say something on that. I think it boils down to your culture, personal culture. I mean that what you are used to, your way of life.
Yeah.
If you are unable to give tithe when there was no inflation, when there was no economic meltdown, you will not be able to give when the price increases. And like I always tell people, if you are earning 100,000 naira as salary, you don't budget on 100,000. You budget on 90,000 because you know 10,000 out of that 100,000 isn't yours. So you are budgeting your salary on the 90% that is remaining, not that you're putting your mind on. So if you are used to paying tithe before increment in whatever it is that is going on right now, I don't think it will be hard for you. I'm not saying it's just to be proud or anything. I don't see need for me not to pay my tithe every month, because the moment my salary hits my account, I will just remove that. Then every other thing comes on what is left. So as a Christian, it is a commandment. It said, bring all tithes and offering to my house, so there will be meat. And at the end of it, he said, see, test me with this and see if I will not open the windows of heaven. So I just think giving tithe as a Christian is even a cheat code for you to get blessed. Because with that, he said, hold me by my words. With that, you can even tell God, I don't owe you. I have done it before. When I got sacked at the place of work, when I was working in Abuja. And I got home that day and I was like, God, now you go pay me. Tithe no day, offering don't go see. So just tell me the reason why I should not cry over this sack. And he gave me a reason. I got an admission I've been pursuing for so long. And the payment of my school fees came like that. Do you get? So these things are something that God will never ask you to give one when He's not going to give you 10 in return. So if you understand the logic behind it, which is that remove tithe, budget on the remaining percentage. Tithe is not part of what you plan on top. Tithe is not. So as Christian and believer that wants to improve in their finance, that wants to make progress in their finance, I think the first thing to do is first of all settle God and watch Him do what He can do with the remaining 90%, and it's going to double, increase, overflowing, shake down, press the margin. See.
On that, you know, we are in the season of beyond expectation. So on paying tithes and expecting God to give you something back, that mindset, I think people already have that mindset. Okay, this month if I pay my tithes, God will double. Is that mindset like?
Is that a mindset? It's actually not a mindset, but it is a promise by God.
No, I know it's a promise, but some people have not like put it that God must because I paid my tithes.
Yeah, I understand you. You know, God is not a trader.
It's not transactional for some people.
So it's I don't know. People have now put their tithe and offering as a trade.
Yeah.
Maybe
business.
if as a transaction, that if I pay this, God will give me this. I think that mindset is wrong.
It's very wrong.
Give and let God do what He wants to do. Because, you know, as we read in Isaiah, it says His ways are not our ways. We cannot phantom it. He has said, give. You is to give. Obey. Look at Peter, for example. He said, launch into the deep. Peter said, I have toiled all night, I caught nothing. But nevertheless, at thy word. And he caught a ship sinking blessing. So just obey, leave the remaining for God. And I know God never disappoints.
And it's actually not, I'm sorry that we are dwelling so long on this. It's actually not at the response or the obedience of the commandments, no, not the commandment, of the instruction of God by giving tithes that gets you blessed. Because if we have numerous people that will tell you, I'm not paying my tithes, and they are prosperous financially, do you get? So that should give us indication that, see, it's not because you're paying your tithe, God must bless you. He said, I will do unto whomever will keep. Do you get? So it's not actually that mindset should be changed. If you're doing that, I'm sure God might not even bless you because of that. Because we are supposed to do things not because we are forced to do it, but because it is what we're supposed to do as a child of God. So moving on now, and probably we'd love to even have you back because I think we have not really gotten deep and the time is really fast spent. But moving on now. And our finances and the kingdom. You know, some people will tell you, I cannot be paying money, giving offering and the likes, and one pastor is using it to buy jet and all that. And how do we, infuse our finances? Like you said, when somebody is finding it hard to give tithes, and yet they will come to church no go get AC, they will be complaining. I wonder how people think about it. How do we use our finances? Even after you remove your tithe, we still see that there is still financial commitment need in the church. How do we do that without grudge, without feeling that we are, blessing the pockets of the pastor?
I think it should come from a place of love. Because if you genuinely love God, you want to do His will. You know, He says, when I was sick, He came to visit me. When I didn't have money, He gave me. Now ask Him, when were you sick? He said, as long as you do it to my people. Right? So, giving is a way of life. It's not something that just comes overnight. It's a way of life, and giving unto God should be effortless. When you have expressed Him, like me, I told my wife, there's nothing too big I cannot give God. Honestly, there's nothing. I used to pray some prayer, religious prayer. If God, whatever I cannot release to you, don't give
Don't
me.
give me. Honestly.
Because what is the whole purpose of gaining the whole world and losing your soul?
Or having something you can't even give
Give
out.
out.
When somebody gave it to you, you can't give it back.
Yeah? No.
It's
So we should always be a channel of blessing. God has given you, you should also give. The Bible that says there's one that releases, yet increases, and there's one that withholds.
Oh, yeah.
And that scripture sometimes just get me confused. Fine, you are withholding because you don't want to give,
Yeah.
but it says it leads to poverty.
Yeah.
So
Thinking you won't have
yeah.
everything.
So as you release, you bless people. People in turn come to bless you. So
That's the way
it's a way of life. Yeah.
I think the whole thing comes to the widow's mite. When that person comes and started displaying affluence, giving money, and somebody just came to give. It's a story in the Bible that just gave. The woman just came and just gave. It said that person is the
Give her
person
all,
that gave her all, and our own offering or sacrifice is more acceptable. So in a nutshell, just to cap it up, I'm very sure we're going to have you back. We need to really talk about it so much. Giving as a Christian is not something that they need to beg you to do. It is what you are supposed to do. Like the Bible passage that he just quoted, it said, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. And they were like, we didn't even see you do that. I mean, we didn't even see you when you were going through these issues. But it said, once you have, so Lord, you have done it for this person, you have done it for me. And I can tell you sincerely, I'm a living example that God blesses. God blesses, even in the times like this, in times where it is hard for 3 square meters to be squared. God still bless people, His people. But you have to have a relationship with God to get to that point whereby when others are saying there is casting down, you will rise and say there is lifting up. It is one thing that will take you there. And the fact that you have a relationship with God and you listen to Him. I remember in the Bible, sorry, I'm still going further. In the Bible, God told in one of, I think it's Jacob, during the time of famine, that was when God said, go and till the ground and farm. I think I'll check it and I'll correct it in the caption. And it is during that period when hardship was so much, when there was famine, and he had to, God had to give him the instruction to go and start a farm. And he broke even, he had bountiful harvest. So even at this time is when we can even sow more seed. Until we come your way next week with another exciting topic, we are telling you, have a wonderful and wonderful week. Bye bye.